wanna hear say.
I don't wanna hear say you been with another man.
Where your body rotate.
No woman to see with another man.
I don't wanna hear say.
I don't wanna hear say you been with another man.
Where your body rotate.
I don't wanna see you with nobody, 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 no.
I don't wanna see you.
Nobody, nobody, my baby, nobody, tell me nobody,
Good morning. It is Friday, and it's April the 4th. Now, we made it, and we entered this particular Friday with one of the best bands you could find on this face of the earth.
Absolutely, absolutely.
The Coda Band,
Coda
everyone!
Band, put your hands together for them, please.
Woo, woo,
That was
woo.
awesome. That was
Love
fire.
it, love it,
It was electrified.
Well, where else can you open a breakfast show at 7 a.m. with live band?
Yeah, and with powerful dancing and
Oh.
showing of moves and shaking your legs. Take a
Oh.
look at my shoes. I had my
yeah.
dancing shoes
Wow.
on, and I was dropping my, giving
you
them
were
bars
giving
and giving them
some-
styles on, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
That was fire.
Well, hey,
That
we
was fire.
made it to the end of another short but stressful week,
Yes.
courtesy of the Independence Bridge, but we didn't say anything about it, remember? We didn't actually talk about it. No, we're not allowed to talk about it.
Lives you.
But we are really glad the weekend has finally landed, because, as they say, body no be firewood. It's time to shake off the stress, step into the weekend with some well-deserved self-care. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Oh yes, it's that beautiful day of the week where, we not the of tension melts down, and then we are ready to just give you guys the right energy. The energy is sky high right now. And we're here to serve you all the fun, the laughter, the entertainment. You need to just ignite the week and the weekend.
Okay, so I feel like they really want to hear the band again very soon. Don't worry, you'll
Yes,
be hearing the
yes.
Coda Band regularly. In fact, periodically.
Yes, from time to time. You hear them,
Exactly,
you
you'll
hear
be hearing them.
you hear them.
And this Friday is not just about surviving this week. It's not just about massaging those sore muscles, but it's also about regaining that 20 kg weight you lost during the week from all that walking along the streets of Lagos. Celebrating small wins, enjoying life, whether you've really been wrapped up in work this particular Friday.
Yeah.
But hey, we're gonna make sure we put everything together as a perfect mix of inspiration, music, lifestyle, just for you.
So yes, just like she said, please grab your massage oil, your weight gain supplements, your coffee, your tea, whatever keeps you going. And let's just kickstart this weekend with a big bang.
Yeah. Now, my name is Titilayo Unison.
And my name is Edgar Erika. Now, welcome to the Friday edition of Wake Up Nigeria!
Yes, so you can catch us live from anywhere in the world. Just head to our website. That's tvcentertainment.tv.
We're also live on GOTV channel 16 and UHF band 49. And don't forget, we're everywhere on social media. Follow us on Instagram, X, Facebook, TikTok at TVC_Entertainment.
Don't forget the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Please join the conversation. Tell us how you're planning your weekend. What are you going to be cooking? Are you going out? Are you staying in? Are you vibing with us? Well, we really want to
Tell us what you think about my dance moves. What you think about
dance
Hey, did you see this? Can you see what I'm doing?
What? No, I can't see. Is he doing something right now? You know what? Let's tell them what we have in store for the rest of the show. Chef Wumi will be preparing some delicious garlic confit. Yeah, garlic confit. It's a sandwich of some sort. And it's, have to twist my tongue.
Yeah, the confit.
Exactly.
Confit.
And we're going to be in the kitchen learning how to make that. Make sure you get your kitchen utensils ready so you can learn a thing or two.
All right, get ready to dive into the world of cinema. We've got a fantastic lineup of trailers for you today, showcasing some of the most tantalizing movies. So buckle up, because it's going to be an amazing, amazing ride.
And you've already heard from them for another exhilarating live band performance. The Coda Band is going to be taking over our studio this morning. Then for a guest discussion, Elijah Edem, or rather Emedem, is going to be here. Now the stage name is Elijah. Or is it Elijah? Now I'm really looking forward to hearing from this singer-songwriter, performing act, and he's known for his fusion of pop, R&B, Afrobeats, really nice balance in this. They call it Alte.
Oh yeah, Alte. That's my swag.
I'm still trying to connect with that. I'm not there yet. I'll get there sometime soon. We'll be talking to him very soon.
All right, Ice Inweke and Aide Adum will also be joining us for a conversation. Now, Ice Inweke is a multifaceted visual and performing artist with more than 15 years of creative production experience for theatrical and television shows. Now, Aide is a highly sought-after voice-over artist, actor, and media entrepreneur. We cannot wait for them to come here.
To us. There's something they have up their sleeve. Ooh, you do not want to miss this Easter.
Don't sit now.
You better stay and listen to what we have to tell you. All right, and of course, to round off the show, we are going to be joined by the legendary Mike Abdul and the multi-talented music producer Olaito Dada. Now, you do not want to miss this. They have an amazing sound out featuring the one and only Ima. Oh my God. They're premiering a brand new track right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us.
Stay with us, guys.
Man, Edgar, we have a packed show today.
Yes.
I don't know how we're going to do it. You're going to have to support me. It's a lot. It's a lot. But let's see if it's going to be raining a little later today. Yeah, the weather.
Let's take the weather.
Yeah, thank you.
It sounds like an old...
The weather.
Good morning and welcome. It's the 4th of April, Friday, 2025. My name is Mike Messicanor and this is the news. The Independent National Electoral Commission has announced that a petition seeking the recall of the senator representing Kogi Central Senatorial District has been rejected. The commission held its regular weekly meeting today, or yesterday as it were, and considered and approved the report of its physical count of the signatures and thumbprints forwarded with the petition for the recall of Senator Akpoti Uduaghan. INEC says it's ensured the petitioners complied with the requirements for the submission of the petition. It also notified Senator Akpoti Uduaghan in writing and copied the presiding officer of the Senate. INEC explains that the petition did not meet the requirement of Section 69A of the Constitution and no further action shall be taken on the recall of the senator. A lawyer to Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, Victor Giwa, has commended INEC for rejecting the petition seeking to recall her, describing the process as questionable, baseless, and politically motivated. Victor Giwa said this on TVC News at 7, while also insisting that the senator continues to enjoy widespread support in her constituency.
The other thing we did was to write a petition to the IG that those bags of acclaim signature they brought and INEC just counted, that they were forged. So it is not a case of, from the beginning, our position is that from the beginning, up initial, this petition was dead on arrival. So there is actually, INEC just tried to justify what we have been saying, and we appreciate the effort, but it is something that we knew was not going to sail through.
And now to sporting updates. Enzo Fernandez scored the only goal as Chelsea returned to 4th place in the Premier League after edging out Tottenham 1-0. The Blues skipper headed home the winner from Cole Palmer's 50th minute cross, moving Chelsea back into the Champions League qualifying positions. The Blues doubled their lead in 56 minutes when Moises Caicedo scored with a volley, but his effort was ruled out following a VAR review. The result condemns Tottenham to a 16th league defeat of the season, while heaping further pressure on our manager Ange Postecoglou. Now, FIFA President Gianni Infantino says the United Kingdom will host the 2035 Women's World Cup as the sole valid bid for the tournament. England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland submitted a joint expression of interest in March to stage the World Cup across the home nations. Now, under FIFA rotation rules, the tournament must be in Europe or Africa. Spain's Federation President Rafael Luzon said last week that they were working on a joint bid alongside Portugal and Morocco. However, the deadline for expressions of interest expired on Monday, leaving the UK's bid as the only one received for 2035, while the United States will host the 2031 edition. FIFA also confirmed that the 2031 Women's World Cup will be a 48-team tournament, up from 32 in 2027. And that's it on sports, and of course the news for the hour. Stay with us, we're just getting the show on the road.
Legend, Val Kilmer. The 90s icon gave us unforgettable roles in Top Gun, Batman Forever, and The Doors.
I'm gonna love you till the heavens stop the rain.
Kilmer passed away on Tuesday night in Los Angeles at 65, surrounded by family and friends. His daughter, Mercedes, shared that he died of pneumonia. Diagnosed with throat cancer in 2014, he underwent chemotherapy and a tracheotomy, which affected his speech and breathing. But through it all, he never lost his spirit.
I'm doing terrific. I'm down, but I've been run over by a cement mixer.
On screen, Val was magnetic, mysterious, compelling, never giving away too much. Born in Los Angeles in 1959, the guy was a natural talent. At just 17, he got into Juilliard's prestigious acting program, one of the youngest students ever accepted. But that moment was bittersweet. I had a unique experience because I just lost my little brother a week before I started school. The extremely high standards and the activity of the school, I'm sure, were good for me, because I was forced to really challenge myself about my very life, you know, what I believe about life and death. The actor started on Broadway, but Hollywood came calling. His big break? The 1984 comedy Top Secret, a wild parody of spy flicks and Elvis musicals. And yes, he did all his own singing and dancing. Then came Top Gun. As Lieutenant Tom Iceman Kazansky, Kilmer went toe-to-toe with Tom Cruise and stole many scenes. It was fun. My guy didn't like him, but it was fun to not like him. From there, he skyrocketed. The Doors movie saw him fully transform into Jim Morrison, earning every song, channeling the late rocker's essence alongside Meg Ryan. And in 1995, Val stepped into the cape.
Oh, wow.
That is just a remembrance for one of the greatest actors of all time. I mean, he has played one of the iconic actors who has played Batman, and of course, remember him in Top Gun. That's talking about the original Top Gun, and then there's also the sequel. Even with the throat cancer, if you can remember Top Gun Maverick, of course, where Tom Cruise had to ensure that he came back. He was struggling in the movie to even speak. That tells you how much dedication he had to the art of acting. And for me, one of the greatest, Val Kilmer, I mean, he embodied Batman as when he started and all that. And also, for many of you might not know, but in Prince of Egypt, he is the voice of Moses and the voice of God.
Wow. A lot of people didn't know that. And that was actually one of the reasons why him not being able to use his voice was such a big deal.
Oh, it was.
Because his voice is iconic. And he had this amazing energy, and he always, he has that lead character vibe. As soon as he enters the scene, you know he arrives. You know, and it's really sad to have lost him, but he led a really
It is. After a throat cancer, his daughter announced that he passed of pneumonia just at 65, very young age. All right, okay, we spoke Batman. Well, let's move to Superman this time. David Corenswet, of course, in this sneak peek, we saw a little of it in the trailer, but then, hey, we also saw Crypto in this one. It's Superman, DC's new Superman. Come on. They had to clap, they like it. They like
James Gunn is just out of his mind. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm just like, okay, so it's Edgar said something. It's so bright.
Yes,
you know, it's not dark.
The Superman I am used to.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a very dark scene. He always fights at night. Nobody commits crime in the day. It's always no one commits crime in the day. It's always a night issue.
It's the dog for me. Could your dog ever?
Yeah, Crypto, that's his name.
Crypto, yes.
So the interesting thing about all of this is that, of course, it's a reboot of the DC universe. And like you said, it was dark. So there's that talk that, look, DC has a lot to do. And let's swap this up and all of that. And then James Gunn from Marvel came in to helm the affairs in DC. And this is the first major project that they're doing. And it's bright, yes, like you said. It's bright, trying to give a new... Lex Luthor also is someone, David Holt, who I would want to pay tribute to. So there's quite a lot, but we still have more trailers. I wish we could talk more about this. We have, is it Megan or the Star Wars, this thing that... Megan 2.0, that's kind of interesting trailer, So the reason why I like this, there's been right from the days of iRobot, that was one of the first major movies mainstream that got the idea or concept of artificial intelligence. So now this time around, we've seen a number of movies that have spoken about the dangers that could exist in artificial intelligence. So with this one now, pits AI against AI, and that's why I'm looking forward to this one.
Okay. So the first Megan movie, I didn't really connect. I couldn't.
No, you don't connect to horror.
I don't,
it's okay.
I just, it's not for me. But the fact that they had the thought process behind horror movies and robots, you know, it's just out there. But bringing this sequel back and sort of humanizing her in a sense, I think I'll probably watch this one.
No, you won't. Did
you
just say me?
I'll probably.
I can bet that she won't. I can bet that it won't. I can bet. Yeah. So.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just feel like horror movies they can do way better. These things are not scary anymore. You know, they're not scary. If you watch some Yoruba films, there are some deep Yoruba films. You will shake.
You went there.
All these cartoons, all this.
Wow.
Okay, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the Star Wars spin-off.
Yes.
Now, for me, I think that Star Wars Star Wars does better with recent animations.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is an animated spin-off, The Underworld, and let's check it out, a little bit of it.
Then again, you're no stranger, Lady Ventress.
We got a problem here. Just saw him right in.
What's the situation?
He was your best friend.
Okay, another reason to go and subscribe for Disney Plus. But we have to rush off now, though. But amazing movies for you to look forward to in the near future. It's going to be great. Guys, it's time for us to take a break, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll take a time out now. Stay with us. The show's still getting started.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeniyi. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Maya Angelou was a civil rights activist, poet, and award-winning author known for her acclaimed 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and her numerous poetry and essay collections. Angelou was born on April 4, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. Angelou had a difficult childhood. Her parents split up when she was very...
All right, okay. We are in the kitchen. I am not alone. I am with the beautiful Chef Wumi.
Chef Wumi.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
I know you're fine. You don't have to say you're fine. I can see you're fine.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much for coming. What
You're
are we
welcome.
having this morning for breakfast?
So for breakfast, we're having garlic confit sandwich.
Garlic confit sandwich.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
So it's a twist, it's a sandwich twist. And it is a signature from my kitchen,
Wow,
Mabel's
this is-
Cuisine.
Ooh, okay,
Yes.
so we're having one of your specials, right?
Yes.
All right. I see what you did there. Okay, so tell us, what are the ingredients, necessary to make this meal?
So the necessary ingredient, which is the key ingredient, is the garlic confit.
Okay.
So the confit means I submerged the garlic and the some herbs and spices.
All right.
I submerged in oil on a low heat for about 5 hours or thereabout.
5 hours?
Yes, for it to infuse very well.
to get into it.
So that's the major ingredient. So you're going to be feeling more of garlic, like you'll be tasting more of the garlic.
Oh wow! So what are the
in
things
it.
that you have here?
So here we have eggs, eggs, we have avocado, that's a mashed avocado with some herbs, that's basil and coriander. So I added a bit of this garlic confit.
All right, that's what is inside here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So here we have shrimps.
Shrimps, all right.
We have
I
butter.
think the shrimps, it looks like some things have been done to the shrimps.
Yes,
What did you do
I
to that?
marinated with some dry herbs, basil and oregano, garlic, ginger with Cajun spices.
I'm loving this already. Go ahead.
So here we have the chili flakes.
Okay.
For garnish.
Okay.
So we have the caramelized onions.
That's
so
nice.
we have butter.
Butter, yeah.
Yeah, then we have our baguette bread.
Wow.
For me to, so I'll use the butter to toast the baguette bread, yes, over the grill.
Yeah. All right. So how long does this take?
In less than 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
It will be ready,
And you're done.
Yes.
So tell us, why is this a great meal to have for breakfast?
It is a great meal to have for breakfast because it has more of protein in it. So instead of having a boring breakfast, like let's say bread and egg, so you can just have a twist of this. That's the garlic confit sandwich. Yeah. For us to not have a boring breakfast again. Yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. And what can you have this with? What is the best meal
you can
to have?
Have it with tea. You can have it with juice, fresh juice. Yes.
All right. Let me tell you one fact about garlic.
Okay.
So do you know, like, garlic can one way or the other be converted into gum?
Yes.
You know that, right? Who told you that? Who told this? Who told you? Who told you? Where did you learn that from?
So you can actually chew garlic because it's medicinal.
Oh, yes. It's very good. Yes. And as a matter of fact, it also helps with eyesight as well.
Yes.
Yeah, for those people who cannot really see well into the future, you can take garlic, and garlic will help you see things into the future as well. You know that as well.
Yes, I know that.
All right, we cannot wait to get started. I am super excited about this meal because you guys know that I always enjoy anything that's international. I don't like to take local meals. You get all the meals that I take are always special international meals. You know, meals from Liverpool, meals from Leeds, you know, meals
from Singapore.
Oh, I'm going to take you. We're going to travel together.
No problem.
We are definitely going to travel. Do you have your papers? Do you have your visa?
Yes.
You have your visa? You have everything? You have
yeah.
Lovely. Lovely. We're going to travel together because we need to make this big. All right, but this is avocado, yes?
Yes, mashed avocado with some herbs.
Okay, how long did you do that for?
So I did it last night, let's say roughly 9 hours.
Okay, for those people who do not like avocado, is there something you can replace it with?
Yeah, you can. Actually, you can use just butter. Just butter is fine.
All right.
For those that doesn't love avocado.
Oh, nice. And some people are also allergic to shrimps.
Yes,
as well.
Those that are allergic to shrimps, you can put chicken.
Yeah.
So you can use chicken, you can use fish, and if you don't want, you can use salad.
All right.
Coleslaw and all.
Awesome. Okay, you can use salad coleslaw.
Yes.
Brilliant. All right. For those of you that are home right now, just as you heard, you can make this in 15 minutes. The ingredients are on the screen. You can take a picture. You can write them down. And then you can also make the meals with us as we're making them here in the studio as well. Yeah. That would be awesome, right?
Yes.
That would be awesome. So as we take one step, you take one step, and then you make the meals just the same way we make the meals as well.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm super excited about this. I cannot wait for you to get started. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to register you immediately after the show for the IFF. That's International Food Festival. I want to take you abroad. I want you to travel with me and make this.
I'm all here.
You're going to travel, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Because I love this. I love what I'm seeing.
Thank you.
I love what I'm seeing. All right, guys. Do not go anywhere. We have a lot. You guys already know we have a lot, and we also have to make this meal. And I cannot wait to make this meal and taste this meal and have it in my stomach. Do not go anywhere. The show continues. This is Still Wake Up Nigeria. And yeah, we'll be right back. Let's get started, shall we?
Sure.
High five, too slow. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so I am so excited because I honestly almost wanted to take the mic from you and start dancing and singing along with you. I've had such a great time this morning with the Koda band, everyone. Woohoo! Okay, so Ewa, right?
Yes, Ewa.
Okay, so Ewa, talk to us about your band.
Okay, this is Koda Band of Koda Music. We do all genres of music, and We are a Niger band, but surely we know we're going foreign. So
woohoo! Love it, love it, love it, love it. You are gonna travel the world. You're gonna take Niger music to the world with this particular vibe. What are we performing right now?
Okay, yeah, so we'll be performing an evergreen song by Asha titled Tilu. Tilu Obadun, yes.
Oh, okay, all right.
Our own version, like it's a cover of the song.
All right then, guys, the floor is yours.
Thank you.
At all, Tilu Obadun. Ẹ̀yin mo fẹ́ ṣe. Tilu Obadun. Tilu Obadun. At all, Tilu Obadun. Ẹ̀yin mo fẹ́ ṣe. Tilu Obadun. Ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́, ẹ̀yin àgbà. Tilu Obadun. Àtọmọdé lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin. Tilu Obadun. Ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ̀ bẹ́ ṣe ṣe. Tilu Obadun. Tilu Obadun. Lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin lọ́mọdé lágbà. Ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ̀ bẹ́ ṣe ṣe. Tìlú bàbá jẹ́ o, tónílù ló máa dà. Wo bí tí Naija bàbá jẹ́ o, àwa la mọ̀ bá ṣe ṣe sí. Tídì bàbá jẹ́ o, tónídì ló máa dà. Tìlú bàbá jẹ́ o, ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ̀ bẹ́ ṣe ṣe. Tìlú Obadun. Tìlú Obadun. Tìlú Obadun. Tìlú Obadun. Fún wa pé ká ṣayére, tábà wá dàgbà tán o, oníkálukú á mi ṣeun tó wọ́n o. Nígbà táwa lọ́mọdé o, wọ́n á máa gbà wá nímọ̀ràn, wọ́n á máa gbà wá níyànjú, wọ́n á ní ká ṣayére tó bá bàjẹ́. Àwa làwọn bá ṣe ṣe. Tilu Obadun. Tilu Obadun. Tilu Obadun. Tilu Obadun. Tilu Obadun. Tilu Obadun.
Level 2, electrified fence.
Space terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia, January 15, 1929. The son of a Baptist minister, King received a doctorate degree in theology and in 1955 helped organize the first major protest of the African American civil rights movement, the successful Montgomery bus boycott. King participated in and led marches for the right to vote, desegregation, labor rights, and other civil rights. He advocated civil disobedience and nonviolent opposition against segregation in the South, influenced by Mahatma Gandhi. The peaceful protests he led throughout the American South were often met with violence. Nonetheless, Dr. King and his supporters were persistent and the movement gained momentum. Dr. King was a powerful orator. He appealed to Christian and American ideals and won growing support from the federal government and Northern White. In 1963, Bayard Rustin and A. Philip Randolph led the massive march on Washington for jobs and freedom. The event's grand finale was King's famous I Have a Dream speech. 250,000 people gathered outside the Lincoln Memorial to hear the stirring speech. In 1964, the civil rights movement achieved two of its greatest successes: the ratification of the 24th Amendment, which abolished the poll tax, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibited racial discrimination in employment and education and outlawed racial segregation in public facilities. In the same year, King became the youngest person to win a Nobel Peace Prize. In the late 1960s, King openly criticized U.S. involvement in Vietnam and turned his efforts to winning economic rights for poor Americans. He was a leader of the American Civil Rights Movement and organized a number of peaceful protests as head of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, including the March on Washington in 1963. He was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee on April 4th, 1968.
Time for us to have a conversation with two amazing creatives. We are joined by Isenweke and Ahide Ado. Now, Isenweke is a multifaceted visual and performing artist. He has over 15 years of creative production experience for theatrical and television shows. Ahide is one of the most sought after voiceover artists, actors, and media entrepreneurs out there, one of Nigeria's top voices in entertainment, and he's had a very dynamic career spanning theater, Nollywood, TV hosting, radio presenting. He brings an unmatched depth of creativity to every project he puts his hands on. When it comes to Ice, I can't believe I'm not seeing him with his salsa shoes on today. I can't believe I'm not going to get him on the floor. I want to give a round of applause to these two gentlemen right here. Thank you so much for joining us on Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, so what on earth brought together two amazing creatives like you? Who's going to take that?
I think I could go first.
Okay.
I've only known Ice for a couple of months.
Oh no!
Yes.
Okay.
As
Really?
unbelievable as it seems, but sometime last year, October, November, yeah, I came into their production.
Okay.
And I can tell you, the moment I met him, and I met the cast and the crew, you know, I had to ask, I mean, where have you guys been?
Oh, okay, okay.
You know, having been in theater for a while,
Yeah.
it was really refreshing to meet people that are really interested in pushing the boundaries
Fantastic.
of theater.
The boundaries of theater. Yeah. So this is not just theater, this is Broadway.
Yeah.
Ice, Broadway? This is elaborate.
Yes.
Talk to us about your directorial efforts on this project.
Now, the best way I can define it or express it is, like you mentioned, we like pushing the boundaries and working with this amazing, spectacular woman, Dr. Iyaduni. When she has a vision about something, we thought about how can we tell a Nigerian story, a Nigerian play that has been existing, that has been done over and over. So we pulled up The Lion and the Jewel, and we pulled up Olarotumi's Our Husband Has Gone Mad Again.
Oh,
they have similarities.
Very similar stories.
Both men chasing after a woman, both men chasing after a woman.
Yeah.
We brought it together and we found we can tell a story, but not telling it back then when it happened.
Okay.
We told a story in the future, 100 years from today. So you can imagine what Lagos would look like 100 years from today.
Wow.
Everything AI driven with the actors, the tech, everything was insane.
Amazing. So now this Broadway production is called The Jewel.
The Jewel.
And as soon as I thought of The Jewel, I thought of, yes, The Lion and the Jewel.
Yeah.
But I didn't think of Our Husband Has Gone Mad Again. I didn't think of that one. But The Jewel, that automatically makes you, as lead character, Baroka, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's
So
King Baroka.
embodying Baroka 100 years from now, how is that going?
Well, maybe to give you an idea of it, just imagine my features highlighted with glitter.
Oh, wow.
I'm flowing in some beautiful robes, and I'm on a hoverboard, just floating around the stage.
Okay.
It's really a spectacle. It's really something to watch.
Wow. Okay, so let's talk about the scope of this project. How many people are on this crew? How large is this crew?
The crew is completely with the whole cast and crew and everybody that made it possible.
Yeah.
Is about 100.
100-man crew for
100
this
man
production.
crew. Yes.
Wow.
Because most time people just look at those on stage.
Yeah.
But they forget they are behind the scene.
Of course.
There's the light guys,
Of course.
there's the tech guys, the screen guys, everything, and it took a lot of work because we don't want you to come and watch something and say, oh, they didn't get it.
Okay.
We try thinking about how we can live at that era, time with the clothing, the costuming.
Yeah.
I mean, the costume, like what you talked about was,
yeah,
all the costumes are brilliant. I mean, I believe, okay, recently there was a fashion show in Paris that the runway, the costumes were all LED lights.
Interesting.
And and literally the costumes that we used for the show,
lights, all LED lights.
LED lights.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I think Broadway, I think of musicals, I think of dance, I think of elaborate theater performances that span over quite a long period of time. Now this is an Easter production, right? But that means you started working on this how long ago?
We started working on it since last year.
Okay.
And making it possible was just basically this First Bank seeing it and loving the idea. We're like, oh, we are first at art. We want to do this Easter to get, because the experience was so much that you would want people to relive it again.
Amazing.
So partnering with a co-author, which is...
So I have to pause on this now because I would really love to hear a monologue from you. I want to hear a line or two from you, and because of time, I had to take the mic from you that second. So, do you have just a sample? I want you to take that camera, look at it, and give us a scene.
What scene do I give to you? All right, so let me say, this is a scene with King Baroka.
Okay.
Where he is very much interested in the young lady he's about to get married to.
Okay.
But her mother is there, and she's not quite, you know, flowing with what is going on, you know. And King Baroka has an interesting personality and a bit of an accent.
Okay.
And so he does something like this. Hey, woman, how many daughters do you have? Huh? What is it with all these questions? I want to marry the girl. I don't care if her name is CD, CB, or Skibilu. I want to marry the girl, and I must marry her immediately. I must marry her because she has captivated my heart. My soul is gone. I think of her voice, and I will never be set free until I marry her. In fact, open up the banquet halls. I want gold and silver cutlery. Bring out the best dishes. We must have the greatest.
Oh, King Baroka is in the building. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh wow. Okay, so the name of this Broadway spectacle is The Jewel.
The Jewel.
It's
Yes.
happening this Easter.
Yes.
Eco Hotel, I believe.
Yeah.
And we can't wait. A big shout out to Yadunik Badebo for co-directing with you.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. I can't wait. Broadway is such an art, and we haven't appreciated it enough here in Nigeria, in my opinion. With people like you on this particular, I'm not gonna miss this for the world. All right, then, guys. Thank you so much for coming to talk to us
Thank you
about The Jewel.
Thank you.
All right. So yes, something to look forward to this Easter. I love Broadway. Hopefully, you can share your comments and thoughts with us as well. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and tell us what you think. We're taking a quick break, guys. We'll be back after this.
Entertainment is life. That bit of life that makes life bearable, that makes it fun. And I know that what I do contributes to entertainment.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty. My name na Chika Okeke. My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name na Damilola Banire. My name na Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen.
And this na Abigail. And I dare on top of you, pigeon. I'm going to bring you bass, boost. I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show, say, now my husband be this.
This na wetin you want.
After that day, the man
no go see am again.
If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody.
When you dey find the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart, you don't vex, don't give signs.
If they look for person wey go give am to you, fact as he be. Men no dey ever get fault. If baby no dey for her, na the woman.
Talk no dey be person, no make person no fit talk true inside. But for this country, we not say if we open curtain in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanja gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
Look, we not even take responsibility for the children. Please the man.
And that's some poria.
Ellie J.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, now that voice though.
Yes.
That voice.
That's good.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so talk to us about this song. Who did you write it for? What's her name?
Okay.
Don't lie, you. Don't lie.
There was no specific person, to be honest. It was like kind of general, like just general experiences, like every. Let me just say every lady that I have experienced. So it's like kind of like.
So it's all encompassing.
All of them.
All of them. Them is that
no, like it's like from the past.
These young people have not them.
It's about the different characters and features of one person. Them is like different characters in one.
I'm just checking.
Yes.
Just checking.
All right.
But, really,
I got you.
So how long did it take you to put this particular song together?
You can get Wake Up Nigeria. We are back in the kitchen. What is Wake Up Nigeria without amazing breakfast? And then I'm not alone. I have the amazing Chef Wumi's here. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah, we're back. And when we started the show, the first half, we said we're gonna be making something special. What are we making again?
So we made a garlic confit sandwich.
Garlic confit sandwich, and that's really nice. All right. And tell us, what have you done so far?
So far I divided the bread into two. That's the baguette bread.
Thank you so much.
So I toasted it for it to have a crusty top, then soft in the inside. So I chopped the shrimp.
The shrimps.
So then I fried the sunny side up.
Oh, nice. And what did you do to the eggs? I realized that if you can take a look at the eggs, I can tell that we still have the yolk in its right form.
Runny. So
yeah.
I did the eggs. I did one well done. Then I did the two medium rare, like runny.
Oh, nice.
It's not well done. So once you eat it, it will burst into your...
And what did you do to the bread? I noticed there was a time when you were like dipping the bread in oil.
In butter.
In butter, yes. Oh, lovely.
I just needed the flavor. And
flavor. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we going to be doing now? What's the next step to take?
Now I want to assemble them.
Assemble.
Yes.
Avengers. Assemble. All right. Let's see you assemble. Nice. This is the avocado. Yeah, mixed with some herbs.
Mixed with herbs, and
what herbs again?
I did basil and coriander.
Why did you choose those herbs?
So I chose those herbs because it pairs well with seafood for me. So you can actually use a herb that goes well with you.
All right.
So I love basil so much. So
are there like health benefits to these things?
Yes, there are health benefits. Yeah. So there are health benefits.
it's all good. I just like the way it looks. I think that's one thing I always love about my food. I always enjoy when the meal looks amazing. If it looks very good, then I'm ready. I think there's some people who actually go more for the taste. There's some others that love the nutrients. They'll tell you, oh, even if it doesn't taste so good, if the nutrients are there, I am there. But for me, it's always about the look. If it looks great, then I'm definitely going to enjoy it as well. Do you always go for looks, or do you go for nutrients, or do you go for...
I go for looks, I go for nutrients, I
go for taste as well.
Taste, everything. Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
I go for looks because of pictures.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. Do you enjoy eggs? Do you always enjoy eggs?
I enjoy eggs, but I don't enjoy yolk.
So you always like try to take out the yolk?
Yes.
I should have been telling you this, but do you know I actually own a poultry myself?
Oh.
Yes. Okay. My poultry?
Yeah.
I have a poultry, I have one in Ibadan, I have another one in Abuja.
Your eggs must be cheap.
My eggs?
Yes.
Yes, I always give out eggs from time to time.
I'll come and get mine.
If you need eggs, just let me know.
Okay, no problem.
That is actually where the name is from, Egga. It's egg. You see,
Okay.
egg. You see what I did? They have eggs. I have eggs for days.
I see what you did there.
Yes, and this is the onion you've.
Yes, this is the caramelized onion.
Oh wow.
Yes, for it to give it a bit, the caramelized onions is in between. You know, once you fry onions very well, to give you that sweetish taste.
Yes.
So the caramelized onions is in between sweet and sour.
Just take a look at the egg. Woo. It's so nice. Wow. This is the kind of breakfast you have, and when you're done, you do not leave the chair for a bit. You just sit down and you relax and you put your hand on your belly or your stomach. You're like,
So
this is
we're
really
going
nice.
with the comfy garlic oil.
Wow. Nice. This is like your special mix, yes?
Yes.
This is your special mix.
This is all my signature.
So you're not telling us what is
At
inside this,
Marvel's
yes?
cuisine.
I could.
I told you I had garlic and
Oh wow.
basil.
All right, this is really nice.
So we will go in with the chili flakes.
Why isn't it giving this burger feel? It's looking like burger, man.
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
Okay.
So burger sandwich, they are all together.
Oh, nice. This is really cool. I cannot wait to dive in. I cannot wait to,
We'll have the sauce. That's the Thousand Island dressing.
Wow. If I don't take you outside this country, if I don't take you outside this country, don't call me Edgar. What is this? This is too good. This is too. Don't even. We're done, guys. This is the end. We're done, guys. This is beautiful. All right, we're not done actually. Do not go anywhere, guys. Please do not go anywhere. The show continues. I know you guys are waiting. You guys are ready to have and dive into this, but chill. All right, chill. There is still a lot on the show for you guys. This is Wake Up Nigeria, and we'll be right back. We're going to a short break. This is beautiful.
Argentina, champions of the world!
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. Tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Price is Right. Ruby Electric, come on down.
Right, because the prize is... Yeah, now make some noise for our lovely announcer, Joe Mal, baby. Oh la la. Oh, yeah.
All right, welcome to the beautiful game on a Friday morning, and let's talk about what happened just yesterday in the English Premier League. It was a 1-0 win for Chelsea in that London derby against Tottenham Hotspur, where Enzo Fernandez scored the only goal as Chelsea returned to 4th place in the Premier League, edging out Tottenham Hotspur's 1-0. The Blues skipper headed home the winner from Cole Palmer's 50th minute cross, moving Chelsea back into the Champions League qualifying positions. Now, the Blues seemed like they had doubled their lead in the 56 minutes when Moises Caicedo scored with a volley, but his effort was ruled out after the VAR review. Now, this result means that it's Tottenham's 16th league defeat of the season. There's more pressure on manager Ange Postecoglou. But then Chelsea are now back into the top 4, as it were. Manchester City, as it is now, much lower down. But let's take a look at the table now. This is the rundown. All teams have basically played 30 matches, except for Newcastle, who have played 29 matches. Liverpool, of course, are top with 73 points. Arsenal in second place, 12 points behind, 61 points. Nottingham Forest 57, Chelsea 52, now Manchester City 51, Newcastle 50. Now this is where there might be issues when it comes to the 3, now all the people going for the top 4 spaces. Now England might just have 5 teams in the Champions League next season. Chelsea are still in the Europa League, in the Conference League, pardon me, and of course there's still Manchester United, who are in the Europa. So if they win and they are not in the top 4, they will definitely go to Europe. Yeah, but yeah, let's take a look at some of the highlights from this particular match. Cole Palmer, of course, with that assist. I was telling someone just before the match started, who was a Chelsea fan, I said, yeah, I miss Nicolas Jackson. You know, even a number of people are calling him Jota Michael Jackson. Nicolas Jackson has been missed, and Chelsea have not gotten into that 4th place. Now, like we said, England might just have a little bit more than 4 teams in the Champions League, and that is because if Manchester United should win the Europa League, then they will make 5 teams for the Champions League. But what are your thoughts? Let's know on social media now. Tomorrow we'll take a look at the table and the remaining fixtures for the teams and see how they have performed and how they will perform over the next course of matches. Liverpool have quite a tricky set of fixtures coming up, a little bit trickier than Arsenal, but with a goal difference, with 12 points. Let's see, now the issue is this: even if they drop, that's talking about Liverpool, can Arsenal take advantage and cover up? It will take 4 losses, that's on the trot, if you want to wipe out 12 points. But the point is that even if Liverpool should lose all those points, can Arsenal win their own matches? Now that's a problem. Gabriel Magalhaes has been injured and is out for the season. He just had a surgery. And even though Edgar thinks that that's Arsenal's best defender, I know a number of Arsenal fans will beg to differ, talking about Saliba. You know, so Saliba is what I would say. Edgar, as an Arsenal fan, would say is this thing, but hey, I think it's Saliba. Many Arsenal fans would agree with me. But now the surprise. Now this one is going to be quite interesting. That's talking about these guys are the surprise of the season. That's talking about Nottingham Forest with 57 points, and it's looking like Champions League is sure for them. Now this is quite interesting. After playing up against Brighton in that particular FA Cup, 120 minutes and even down to penalties, they went up against Manchester United and still defeated Manchester United 1-0. Manchester United had enough time to rest, but they weren't able to go past Nottingham Forest. And so that there's that thing that Nuno Espirito de Santo brings into Nottingham Forest. That there's that resilience. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Resilience with the team, and I think that third place is actually secure for them. So for me, as the season goes, it's Liverpool, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest. It's secure, it's confirmed. Now, this is where there's an issue. Chelsea and Manchester City 1 point behind. And then, of course, there's Newcastle, who, if they win that game in hand, 53. Exactly. That was me talking to my director now, Olamide. So what happens is this. This is where the battle in the EPL is going to be. Probably, let me just reduce this for, this is where the battle is going to be. That 4-6, that is where it's going to be quite very, very interesting. Oh yeah, I want to use white, if I use white, it will be white. But yeah, okay, that's it. It'll be 4-6 now. That is where the battle is going to be in the EPL. That is where it's going to be very, very interesting, and that's what we're going to look out for. It's going to be quite interesting. Also, just next week here, or coming back, the UEFA Champions League is going to be back. Now that is where it's going to be interesting. Barca might just be going for a quadruple. It was Liverpool that had that talk of a quadruple, but they were unable to do it. But it seems now that Barca are going to do it. And the Copa del Rey final, they'll be up against Los Blancos, Real Madrid. Now that is going to be quite the derby. There can also be a Madrid derby in the Champions League. It will have to happen in the final. Now that would be something. Wouldn't you love that? Well, I think I would. But then, you don't play with PSG, they're still going to be there. So, hey, come on. 11 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday, the beautiful game. I'll take out time with some of the best analysts that you can see around the sporting world, and we'll break down all that would happen in the English Premier League and, of course, the UEFA Champions League. we've had wonderful performances so far this morning. The Coda Band have been serenading us, giving us energetic performances. Well, once again, let's have them. They're set. Coda Band, are you ready? You don't sound like you're ready. Coda Band, are you ready? Hey, yeah. Let's go there. All right, Coda Band, take it away.
Let's go now. Yeah, God. Lights on. I didn't know what to say when you told me your pain, so I'll keep it as a secret. Cause I didn't believe that you open your heart and you show me the scars life has gifted you. It has lifted, so I'll be brave, I'm a sissy baby. For the joy of the Lord, to be with you more. So I'll be praying for my pretty baby. For the strength of the Lord, to cover you more, be more. A miracle is coming your way, oh be more. A miracle is coming for you. Sax scoring, man. Yeah. Listen, see, you got to go for me, yado. You got to go for me, yado. When I see I'm at the matter, they lose my sense. See. And she talk past me, but as I'm a boy, and me oh foul, I don't shoot my shot, yo. I'm a little. Jakajo magbadun ara wa o, jakajo magbadun ara wa. Ọmọge má lọ máa fi mí kára, wá gba gúdígúdí. Àyà rẹ̀ ń pa mí sísí jùlíjùlí. Ṣá máa gbádùn ní tirẹ̀ o, ṣá máa gbádùn ní tirẹ̀. Ṣá máa gbádùn ní tirẹ̀ o, ṣá máa gbádùn ní tirẹ̀. See, as I dey fire them, as I dey fire them, oh. See, you know they tire them as I dey fire. As I dey fire them, you know they tire them. You know they tire. Say, gwang. Girl, let it bounce to the sound. After this one, we go another round. Yeah, woo! Let it bounce to the tire. This now we be getting done on. Into thing we not need to hands on. And your face me I want to. As I dey say, as I dey fire them. Yeah, you know they tire them. As I dey fire them. As I dey fire them, oh. Say, you know they see. Ìbádùn ráńpẹ́ màlára ń fẹ́. No touch my radio or my cassette. Sipping palm wine in my armlets. The fine girls in my armlets. Me do the first one in the kitchen. Second one, man, I got her screaming. Third one in the parlor, jiggy. Neighbors will probably for kidnapping. Say! As I dey fire them. Say, you know they tire them, oh. Fire. As I dey fire them, oh. Tire them. You know they tire them. Brah. Thank you.
Maya Angelou was a civil rights activist, poet, and award-winning author known for her acclaimed 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and her numerous poetry and essay collections. Angelou was born on April 4, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. Angelou had a difficult childhood. Her parents split up when she was very young. Around the 1960s, Angelou lived in Ghana working as an editor and a freelance writer. Angelou also held a position at the University of Ghana for a time before she joined a community of revolutionist returnees exploring Pan-Africanism and became close with human rights activist and black nationalist leader Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. In 1961, Angelou appeared in an off-Broadway production of Jean Genet's The Blacks with James L. Jones, Lou Gossett Jr. and Cicely Tyson, and went on to earn a Tony Award nomination for her role in the play Look Away in 1973 and an Emmy Award nomination for her work on the television miniseries Roots 1977, among other honors. Angelou's career has seen numerous accolades, including the Chicago International Film Festival's 1998 Audience Choice Award and a nod from the Acapulco Black Film Festival in 1999 for Down in the Delta. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies, more than 50 honorary degrees, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She also won 2 NAACP Image Awards in the Outstanding Literary Work Non-Fiction category for her 2005 cookbook and 2008 Letter to My Daughter. After experiencing health issues for a number of years, Angelou died on May 28, 2014 at her home in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. In May 2021, it was announced that Angelou will be one of the first women to be commemorated with a new series of quarters from the U.S. Mint.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amaka Rakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Oaxaca. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government, and we have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyibo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. I'm Adedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Entertainment, I believe, is expression of life. It's bring you into my world, what I love, what I feel when I dance, when I'm happy, when I'm sad, all my emotions all mixed together. I'm bringing it out to just entertain you and immerse you into my own world. Entertainment is
Now, whenever people use that word legendary, I feel like the word has been verbicized, like it's been, they use it anywhere, anyhow these days. Legendary, legend, everybody's legend. But the people I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to use that word, and in all ramifications of the word, it is used in its best instance. The legendary Mike Abdul. And of course, also legendary, talented music producer, Olaiton Dada. Hey, they are in the house. It is great to have both of you. You are welcome.
Thank you.
I mean, individually, we've had them at different times. We've had them with different people. The last time we had it 5 years ago, we talked about Alabi. You were here also. And he said, Olaiton, we've had you at different times. You are OGs in the game. You've seen, you've been there, done that, but you have something new. Let's start with that, right? But this is your third collaboration.
Yes.
Because I've seen other collaborations of you, but your third collaboration. Tell us about it.
Well, Amazing Peace, I think Olaiton should be the right person to tell us about this song.
Okay, let's go, Olaiton.
Okay, so really, you're right. The third one, yeah, we've had great pieces in the past. Of course, there's Unstoppable out, you know, and everybody joked a lot and said, you know, it was me featuring Mike Abdul, not him featuring
In fact, that's at different points. When you go online, you see at different points who are talking this way, who's featuring who. You know, but both of them are together in it. That's just what we do.
And the funny part is, on this one, Want to Shanu Me, is more Mike Abdul.
Okay.
So it's like I'm paying him.
So it's like people that you feature them, they take over the song. Yeah. You know, there's some people that they are like that. They say, be careful when you're featuring this artist. They will think it's their own song.
But man, you know now, Mike always brings the oil, you know. So, and it's featuring Mike Abdul and Imao, my God. Want to Shanu Me is the song of Mercedes sister, man.
Want to Shanu Me, what does that mean? What is it about? What's the inspiration behind the song?
God has shown me mercy. You see, the Bible says that it is only by His mercy that we are not consumed. And if you try to relate everything that you need from God, everything you get, it's not because you deserve it. It's because He is merciful.
Wonderful.
You know, everywhere you check through the scriptures, you find us say, for His mercies endureth forever.
How is it that even as human beings we can receive that mercy from God, but amongst ourselves, even offering mercy to some other people, it's a problem?
You see, this box you just opened is a very huge box.
It is.
A parable detailing this, the parable between the king and the servant is very, very clear.
Very true.
The king, you know, getting to the servant that you are owing me like 5 million.
Yes.
I want to lock you up. He says, oh, please just give me some time to pay it back. Then he looks at him with compassion and he says, oh, let me just forgive you. Then he leaves the presence of the king, sees somebody owing him 5,000.
Yes.
And says, I want my money. The same message was given. Please give me some time to pay it back. And he says, no. Somebody said something that I held very, very close. Said, when we sin, we ask for mercy. When people offend us, we are always looking for
judgment.
No, not judgment. Now, the word is it will come to me now. I saw it just now.
It will come.
Well, you can say judgment, but then you can say it will come.
It will come. Wonderful. You know, so that means even from biblical days.
Yeah, it's been from time.
It's been there and it will still be there. Now, just before we get Mike Abdul's thoughts on this, incidentally, it's coming just before Easter, something to celebrate your Easter. Let's take a look at the teaser and then we'll have Mike Abdul talk about it.
Let's go.
Have you ever given a song showing your gratitude for mercy? What is Shanumi drops 4th of April 2025.
Is it a song or film? That is an epic film. Unless you just, I'm just thinking unless I just see Shango, I just see Thunder. You know. But then you also have Imam Magod on this. What was the process like putting all of this together for three of you working together?
Well, I think the song talks about mercy, and I think the three people you have there have been shown mercy by God. Yes, so we could only come together you know, and depict that, you know, the mercy we have received in sound, in words, in lyrics, you know, and enjoy translating from us to the people.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it's about, and it has come out really as joyful as we expected, as true to its nature as we expected.
Wonderful.
Fantastic song, I must say.
I'm looking forward to the video. It's I felt some goosebumps when I watched it. It's something that I want to see. I love the tempo, the beat of the song, the way it's going. And you're preparing this for Easter, so as we understand, I mean, that's the greatest act of mercy one could do.
Exactly. That's it.
And all of that. So that's what we're looking forward to.
That's
wonderful. Now, I have to bring this in, and not because I'm trying to cause controversy, but because I want to learn something from you. Now, there's Mike Abdul, but before Mike Abdul, of course, was Midnight Crew. Midnight Crew has been there and all that. But this question I want to ask, recently, there has been that discussion, gospel artists and finances. It's been there for a very long time, but it became a little bit more pronounced in recent time. And people are talking about, oh, we have gospel artists, they are now performers. Before I get an artist to come to my church to minister, you know what has been happening online. You've heard about it. From your wealth of experience, both of you, you have been, some of you are not babies, some of you are not born when Igwe came out and when there was Midnight Crew. So if there's one person that can say something about this thing, it will be Mike Abdul, because he has been there and all of that. What is your take on all of this? With all the talk about gospel, if a gospel artist is being spoken to, I mean, they take time to learn this craft. They have a band. Sometimes it's the only thing that they do. How do you traverse that? That's, you know, that gray area, that line. How do you do it personally? And what's your advice to gospel artists this time, and how to traverse this particular issue?
Well, I think it's a phase that has come and it will pass. I would still take it from scripture. It happened to Peter, you know. Peter, some things happened to Peter, and then the people who gave Peter reported to Paul that Oga has been collecting money. Even his wife, then we had to take care of the wife and stuff like that. And Paul advised them. He said, is it wrong to bless in physical things someone who has come to bless you in spiritual things? You know, and Paul gave them that advice, and Paul let them know that you know me, I don't collect these things. I don't need them because I have my own work, you know. But as much as you can, you know, people who have come to bless you in such things, there's nothing wrong with blessing them back also. I think the same thing falls for the gospel artists, except we want to call the dog, give the dog a bad name so as to hang it. You know, I think that the same thing comes here. If they have blessed you in spiritual things, I mean, honestly, I even think that sometimes we don't need scriptures to know that sense of responsibility to tell us that you should only host the guests that you can afford. It's just sense of responsibility. Your guest doesn't even need to charge you. Before you know, you're supposed to give your guests water. All right? However, I know that some concerns would have brought these issues up.
Yes.
While I respect those concerns, I just think that we should come to terms with what we call balance. You know, come to a table, have conversations about these things, and solve them amicably.
Wonderful.
It's not big
I would
deal,
need
really.
your take on this one, because of course, definitely you have something that you could say about this.
Okay, so he has said most of it, yeah. I've been on both sides of the divide. Yeah, I used to sing with a gospel group called In His Image, and in those days, this, like you said, this matter has been up for a long time. And I remember then, even though I wasn't as vast in the word as I am now, I used to ask when people say, oh, no, you know, you should be giving, well, there are 5 of us in this group. We can sing very well. We can come to your event. You know, we may be late. We will have to trek. We may not have good clothes to wear. I hope it doesn't matter to you. We may come in boxers and singlet.
I mean,
you know, I was being sarcastic in
Yeah.
those days.
But you were passing a message.
Yeah, and they say, no, you must dress well. And we say, well, the truth of the matter is, how do we dress well? If we come, you know, not dressed, affect how you get to. We're singing the same songs, passing the same message, you know, with all anointing and everything, but does our appearance, does it affect how you receive what we're saying? You know, and it's a bit of a two sides of the divide, like I say.
Yeah.
Honestly, people shouldn't overdo this, which is the reason why this has become a matter. And in the reality of those facts, yes, there are pointers to it that some people have taken this out of the way. Yeah, and I believe that all this started because people, the people who invited guests stopped honoring. Yeah.
When it doesn't accrue to you, would you take the person to court?
Oh,
you know,
for real?
Would you, when you work, in fact, the Bible says that a laborer deserves his wages.
Yeah, for real.
At that particular point. But since somebody doesn't give you the wages, would you show the person mercy? As is the song. The person doesn't want to give you the money, or will you take the person to court to get your money back? Not because of you want to do anything, but just because you want to get your money back.
When you say that court matter, don't even raise it. Everything is answered in the scripture.
Okay.
You know,
so what would you do in that situation if you were in that particular situation? If this song releases, becomes a hit, first 24 hours, 7 million views, 10 million views, and you don't get what is accruable to you, to both of you, what would you do?
That's why, you know, there are structures to make sure that, you know, you're covered. So, I mean, Lighthouse has put all that structure in place.
Okay, before even, with the wisdom you have, you already put that in place.
He will be paid.
Wonderful. I like that. I like that. It's such a pleasure having both of them. They said it as it is. They said it as they feel it is. And I like that. Not trying to cut corners and all of that. It's been a pleasure having both of you. I'm looking forward to 6 p.m. I will look forward to it.
You should. It's a movie.
And it's everywhere. It's on Spotify. It's on all
it's already
platforms.
out now.
It's already out now.
It's already out now.
Okay, but the video is the one I'm going to look forward to.
Beautiful. Fantastic.
Wonderful.
You don't blink.
Okay,
You'll
I
miss a
wouldn't.
lot. I promise you, don't blink.
Shango might just show up.
Even if he shows up, he'll be defeated.
Definitely. But yeah, we have something in the kitchen. Of course, the tea is there with Edgar. I hope you don't mind having some breakfast.
Oh, why not? Awesome.
Okay.
Let's
All
go.
right, let's head over there and get to see what Mr. Lambert, that's his new name now, from what I was told. The man that is taking people the country. You don't need something that when the guest comes, you go use your head, give him water.
Of course.
So we use pass our head. Pass water.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen, everybody. Chef Wumi has been here giving us her take on garlic confit. Right, garlic confit.
Yeah.
Now it's right here in front of us, complete with the pepper sprinkles, pepper flakes.
Yes.
And we have the opportunity for Mike and Lighton to have a taste. So what's your first impression when you see this? First impression.
It looks good, honestly.
It looks good.
It looks like, yes, we must do this.
Picture ready.
Yes, it does. All right. So I can take it. Which one should I take first? Let's take this one first. Should we take this one first? Is you sure? Got you. All right. Fantastic. All right. Let's move this over now. Please take it.
Am I the first
Got
person
you.
to taste?
I'm trying not to.
Come on now.
Please go ahead and have a taste. So there are different ways you could do this. You could go with your knife and fork, or can just go in with your hand.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to do? Let's get the serviettes ready. Serviettes ready, just in case. But, all right.
Okay, so let's take a bite.
All right.
What
Let's go.
angle now?
What angle? Aha, that's the angle. Yes. Sound effect.